Alright, it's been a while since I've done one of these Dummies beginners videos, so if you are coming from a Windows environment and are curious about Ubuntu or Linux in general, then you have come to the right place. Well, we are going to take a look at Ubuntu Linux 13.10 Saucy Salamander. Let me go ahead and full screen this. Now before I begin, a couple things here. Take a look at the Ubuntu.com website for more information. There is no way I can show you everything in a relatively short video. There'll be information there on troubleshooting. If you are going to install this dual boot alongside Windows 8, there is more information there about the online search feature and the smart scopes. And finally, if you like what you see, you can buy computers with Ubuntu Linux pre-installed, so you know everything will work out of the box. I will have a link to those things below in the show notes. Alright, this is the default desktop for Ubuntu Unity 13.10, and let me just glide through this rather quickly, and I'll slow down when I need to. The panel bar at the top is not customizable by default. It does not move, neither does this panel super bar here to the left or the Unity bar. Alright, your shutdown shortcut here. I strongly suggest you take a look at About This Computer and Ubuntu Help. Alright, time and date. The sound menu with music player integration. This is very cool and very user-friendly. Rhythm box is default choice music player for Ubuntu. This will play music and not video, but I'll show you something that does both, and that's doable in both Linux and Windows. Now it says not playing, obviously, because this is brand new. I have nothing else installed, no music. Alright, your online accounts, internet, the English keyboard setting. This is a bit silly and redundant because when you follow the installation process, you have a choice of picking this out already. So why is it there again? I'm not really sure. Alright, this is the super bar here at the left. I keep calling it a super bar because if you are coming from Windows 7, the bar would be normally here at the bottom. This is on the left. This is not, you can't move this around, but it is user friendly. So if I start from the top, search your computer and online sources, Firefox, files, your home folder. You can navigate through this rather quickly. You can change how this looks. Very user friendly. LibreOffice Suite, word processing here. The Ubuntu Software Center, this is going to be your friend. Ubuntu One, this is the online cloud storage. I believe 5 gigabytes is free. Of course, the Amazon store. The Ubuntu One Music store. System settings, and this is just my screen recorder here. Let's see, go to System Settings. This would be something similar to Control Panel in Windows. Alright, let's right click on the desktop, and from here you can change the wallpaper, many choices. I will leave it the way it is. Two things I want to show you here. You can change the size of these icons. If I slide this, see what happens here on the left. They get much bigger or much smaller. I think I'll leave it at icon size 36. One more thing you should do is click Enable Workspaces, and this will give you 4 working spaces for multitasking. Alright, let's go to the dash or the start button. What this does, and it says search online computer and online sources. When you type in a search, a query, for example, I type in music. What it does here, it gives me what is installed in my system related to music, such as the Rhythmbox music player and the Ubuntu One Music, which I just showed you. My music folder, and it goes online. Ubuntu somewhat makes a calculated guess what you are looking for, not just what is pre-installed in your computer. Now this is the online search function with which there has been some controversy about tracking and spying. This works also with categories and sources. These are called the smart scopes. I won't have time to explain it to you now, but you can go to ubuntu.com for more information. I'll have more about this on a future video. Now this function does tend to slow down your computer a notch, so you can turn this off. So if I go back here backspace, I can type in PRI and security and privacy. You can search that specific function off by going to search. Turn it off. You haven't completely turned off the search function. What you've done is to turn off the online search function. You can still search on your computer and filter the results. So for example, music here. Now of course it will not give me any online search functions because I turned it off. But I can still search my computer as you see here. Open. And of course I showed you this before, so I think you know how this works. Going back to the start button here with a dash, you have these shortcuts here called lenses, search applications, files and folders, videos, music. I think you know how this works. Photos, and social networking messages. Alright, let's go back to home, go back to here. The Ubuntu Software Center, very important if you want to install and uninstall software. In Ubuntu and in Linux in general, there are multiple ways to install and uninstall software. A couple things you definitely should install is VLC. This will play most of your music and media stuff. If you highlight click this, now I have this already installed because it says remove. So another thing that you would want to install besides that is the Ubuntu, the Unity Tweak tool. And I'm going to type in Unity Tweak. Click that, and I already have this installed. You can click more info if you would like more information about this and what this does. This is a very, very user-friendly tool to customize your Ubuntu. No, Ubuntu Unity, not Ubuntu. This is not called Ubuntu, but I kind of like it. Ubuntu OS. Anyway, that tweak tool can customize your Ubuntu Unity system. Without that, you will go absolutely nuts trying to customize this. But let me go to that tweak tool since I am talking about it. Alright, Unity Tweak. And let's see, let's go to applications here. Let's try it again. This will run a little faster. There we go. This will run faster if you do it as a full install, by the way. Something like this operating system, I have allotted only a gigabyte of RAM. It'll run with a gig. If you are going to run this with the online search and multitasking, I would suggest you have 2 gigabytes of RAM. Just my opinion. Alright, well this is the overview of the Unity Tweak tool. I want to show you window controls. You see this here? By default, the close, minimize, maximize buttons are on the right. I'm sorry, they're by default on the left, but you can change this either left or right. How cool is that? I will leave it on the right. You can even highlight and click Show Menu button. Back to overview. Theme icons, desktop icons, self-explanatory. Take a good look at this and learn it. This will make it very easy for you to customize Ubuntu 13.10. There are icons here which can be moved around, as you see here. You can lock or unlock this. I can go to right click. There are different options here. Unlock from launcher. That is no longer there. Let's go ahead and install something from the Ubuntu Software Center. Now I'll wrap this up. Let's go ahead and install a cleaner. I'll type in bleach bit. Free space and maintain privacy. Okay, click install. As you can see here, it just dropped down a shortcut. It's waiting to install. You need to type in your passcode, and it will simply install BleachBit. Now you can install this through the something called the Synaptic Package Manager and the terminal, but for beginners, this is the best way to do it, or the easiest way. And this is done because it says remove. So you go here, there it is, BleachBit. It should pop right up, and there you go. Once again, I can move this to the top if I want to, or unlock it from the launcher to free up some space here. Alright, I think I will stop this here. Again, take a look at the Ubuntu.com for more instructions or information about installing this. I've done multiple videos on installing this before, but you can get some information on there. Check the link about dual booting with Windows 8, very important. In a future video, I'll talk more about this, specifically the online search and the smart scopes. That's it for this. Thank you for watching and listening. And as always, I will catch all of you sometime in the future.